Sagittariuses, and welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie. Of course, I am Debbie, and I'm reading for July 14th through the 20th. This is not the full moon reading, but we have a full moon coming on that 21st, early in the morning, at least Eastern time, 6 o'clock morning, I think around that time. Could be about 9 o'clock too. But this is the second full moon in Capricorn to be in this season. It is a big thing. Okay, now I've done an overview. The earth is awakening, or it's waking up. Please watch it. It gives a little more information. Always remember, these are general readings, may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest. Okay. Anyway, remember, like I said, full moon in Capricorn, the end of a tough cycle approaches. As I was getting prepared, I was feeling a little bit of Empress energy for you, my Sagittarius. She likes to provide. She's fertility. She likes to give you new ways of going, new projects, new birthing of new ideas. And I also got the old song, very old song, Love is in the Air. So it's an emotional energy there. There's a hopeful energy at the same time. So let's see. And that could mean that there is love coming. And I also got another thing too. What was lost is found. Okay, whoever needed to hear those things, that is what was popping through my head as I was getting ready for Sagittarius. Anyway, higher power, Holy Spirit, what do you want to say to your Sagittariuses? What do you want to say to your Sagittariuses? So one, remember again, I told you that end of a tough cycle approaches. There is a sense of completion with that full moon. Okay, one card is reversed, so it has a little more oomph to its message. First card is Two of Fire. Fire is your energy. Also, Aries and Leo. Remember, Venus is in Leo too, so there's relationship, loving energy, kind of on fire right now. Aries is that North Node, making things go faster, okay? So we have a 2, which is crossroads, choices, decisions. It's also partnering. Fire, again, your energy. It is committed. It is passionate. It is burning. It is just in your heart that this is what you want. Now, the 2 of Fire is a very positive step forward, a very positive. Be confident in where you're going. Be confident in what you've been wanting. Again, 2, full moon, release, relinquish, request, like 3 days before through 3 days after. And, it is okay to let go of past. It is okay to let go of what's not positive for you. And it is okay to request something new to come into your life. So the 2 of Fire talks about you've come into your own new partnerships or contracts. Continue to move forward. Your next card reversed, 4 of Water. 4 of Water is kind of that fallow period. 4 is stability, organization, leadership. Water is Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. Cancer, we are in Cancer, we just had, what was it, on the 5th, 6th, that new moon, pushing things forward, starting things up again. It is a very spiritual card. It's a very flowing card. But the 4 of Water is kind of like, I'm just not happy with where I'm at. I'm not necessarily unhappy. I'm bored. And I want something new. Now, I will tell people, remember, don't make changes just because you want something to change. And change, I know, I'm a fire sign too, and change can be very, very exciting. Like, oh yes, we're having some changes. But remember, you have to live with the outcome of those changes. However, the 4 of Water is kind of a card where it's like you've been living with what you've been. This is your day-to-day thing. It's kind of a fallow period, so you're getting prepared. There is more to come for you. It's just you really have to, some of this is let it come to you, and some of this is also take some initiative. And I know it's a double-edged sword with this. So missing an opportunity, discontentment, or boredom. But open your eyes. Open your eyes to the possibilities. Your next card, again, is the Page of Air. So pages, underlying energy is Earth, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Capricorn and Taurus are players here. Money, job, career, even home. But then we have the overlying energy of air. Air is Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Now Gemini, Mars is going into Gemini. I think that's on the 20th, so towards that. But you're still feeling the aspects of it. You're still feeling the influences of that. Mars is really is really a pushy type of energy, and Gemini is thinking things clearly around it. Very, almost a little bit manipulative energy too. So, like I said, Pluto is in Aquarius, so Pluto is making some changes going forward too. And of course, Libra is dealing with some past. So we have this job energy, career energy, home energy, and then we have air. So it's like thinking some changes up. What can you do to shake things up a little bit? What are being, it could even be that something is being shook up at your work right now. Now, I don't like to think layoffs, but there could be some layoffs. But if it will either not affect you, Sagittarius, or it will get you to a point where you will go find another job that's actually better for you, okay? Because that 2 of fire is you're coming into your own. You're going to step up to your own. But that page of air is looking at, is kind of, there's a twirling of the energies. There is this unsettling energy with that, with that job, career, and home. And I don't normally feel that with the page of air, but you might be hearing some information that there's going to be some job changes. What I would suggest, my Sagittarius, is for you to put your applications in, and if there's job changes in the company, maybe go and look for another job inside the company at the same time, okay? But the page of air and that 2 of fire say that you're going to be fine with whatever the decision is. And the 4 of water is, well, you're kind of bored with everything as it was. So there are opportunities around you. So logical, honest, impulsive, and curious. Challenging information. Delays or change to plans. Truth delivered without tact. So those are those. Now let's go on. Let's see, higher power, Holy Spirit. Yeah, so there is some changes, okay? And when I say job, I do mean relationships in itself. Relationships can be job, it can be personal, it could be family, all right? But there's changes coming. There's changes coming. You were kind of bored anyway. But again, too, don't leap without looking. How's that? Here we go. And just because you're bored, again, don't make changes just for the sake of changes. Though as a fire sign, oh yes, change is coming. Okay, here we go. Reversed, we have a 2 of air. So we have another 2. We have another air energy. This is mental conflict. This is do I, don't I? What am I going to do? Where am I going to go? So while all of this is kind of churning all this stuff up in your mind, and it's kind of like, yes, things are going to work out, there is a little bit of this do I or don't I. Now, the thing about this, when this is the 2 of air, which this is, the 2 of air will always say, make a decision, and then live with it. Live with it. Things will work its way through. The thing about the 2 of air is it becomes, paralysis by analysis. You think things through so much that you don't act, and that could be where you missed that opportunity, okay? Hope that makes sense. But again, that 2 of fire says, 2 of fire, and even the page of air say it will be all right for you. Okay, so let's see what we have going on here. Angels of abundance with all things. God can do miracles with all things. So let's see. But again, it is about giving up that free will, or giving up the choice and saying, hey, I need some help. Reversed. Oh, look at that. Successful funding. So the money does come in. You are brought to wherever you need to be brought to. Your idea is divinely guided and supported by the same infinite wisdom of God that gave you the idea. Do not allow money concerns to prevent you from turning it into reality. Crowdfunding, partnerships, and other investments are available to help you. Now, I'm not telling you to use your credit cards. No. Basically, it's better for some money to be coming in. But again, too, if God brings you to it, God brings you through it. Okay, let's see what else we might have here. Interesting for my Sages. growing the business. What else was I saying? I can't even remember. Once I give the message out, it seems to leave my memory for a little bit of time. Okay, let's see what we've got. Crystal or energy for Sagittariuses. Jet. Jet. Absorbs negativity. Helps with grounding. Financial balance. Healing grief. Okay. Okay, let's go one last card for Sagittariuses. What else for Sagittariuses? What else for Sagittariuses? What else for my Sagittariuses? Here we go. Falling. Okay. Ooh, falling. Sometimes we're afraid to fall. I'm always thinking I'm always worried about falling. But it says, drop into the deep end of your soul. What does that even mean? What does that even mean? Just basically free fall. And I have had that happen where I have fallen and I knew I was going to hurt myself, and I literally felt hands lower me to the ground, and to the point that it was like, oh, could we do that again so I could pay a little bit more attention to it? And I did not hurt myself. I had a little scrape on my elbow, but so falling, drop into the deep end of your soul. Ooh, that's very deep. Anyway, my Sagittariuses, please do me this favor. I don't ask you for anything except that you like, share, subscribe, click on the bell for notifications. That helps my videos to be seen. And, who knows, one day maybe I won't be back. Anyway, my Sagittariuses, always know that you are loved. Stay shining and be blessed. Bye-bye.